And it's time now to talk to Jon-Christopher Bua from Real Political News, White House correspondent, JCB. Hello to you.
Hello, Clive. It's good to hear your voice. You sound very sane on a night like this. Very calming. You have a calming effect on me.
Well, that's good to know. Why are you not feeling calm when you say a night like this then?
Well, the Supreme Court leaves a path for Trump to ban birthright citizenship and other things. They've in a sense approved his executive orders that will go to a judge, and then the Supreme Court says, well, if it goes to that judge, then we'll have to oversee that, and we'll see what happens. And there's so many things going on, and you see the collusion, I will say, between Trump and his Supreme Court, and he appointed 3 of those justices, that it's rather frightening, and it only competes with our 112 degrees Fahrenheit, which is almost 50 degrees Celsius weather that we've been having. But I'm managing to keep a cool head.
Wow. Well, that actually is, we think we're having a heat wave on 32 degrees Celsius, but you're way ahead of us.
Yes, we are. We're sweltering. And it was so hot today, I went to my outdoor pool, and I couldn't get in.
What? Why? Was the water too hot?
There were too many kids, and they were fighting to get in, and I decided, as a former lifeguard, I'm not going to deal with it.
We were talking earlier on about the football, what you would call soccer, Club World Cup, which is going on in the United States at the moment, and the Chelsea match, which was delayed because of electrical storms with only a few minutes left remaining. I had no idea that this happens quite a lot. It was in Charlotte, and very, very high temperatures and humid, and then suddenly these electrical storms.
Was in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Well, that's on the eastern seaboard, not very far from where I live. And you've got DC, and you've got Richmond and Norfolk, and you go down, and Charlotte, and it's a real weather. The weather there is volatile. You've got electrical storms, which means basically thunderstorms. And they are dangerous, and it's good we got all the boys off the field. And I think that's probably a good idea. But, they'll be back. Go Blue, right?
Well, absolutely, yeah. But it's just interesting to see all of these people in the stadium as well, sort of taking cover, which I'd never come across that before, but I guess it's quite a regular thing in the States. And is it something that's on anybody's radar, this business of the Club World Cup of football generally?
Oh, no, we Yanks like football. Soccer, we call it, but we like it. And the reason we like it, and here's something, I used to coach it in when I was a teacher in school, and it's a good sport because everybody's an equal. You don't have to be a 275 kilo monster or 7 feet, whatever that translates to your basketball star. You can be a fast, agile athlete, run around the field, learn your dribbling, take good shots, and be a star. So you don't need this and the moms like it too, because they can watch their sons go out there or their daughters and not get clipped like in a football game and have permanent injuries. Yeah. And I think they enjoy the idea of football because it's a sport. It's a democratic kind of sport, and I like it. I like watching it as well.
Well, it's interesting that it's on the radar then. The other one I wanted to ask you about, we were talking about this last night, is darts. And Luke Littler is this darts champion in this country. He was on the front page of one of the papers saying, I'm going to the States, I'm going to be huge there. And I'm thinking, is darts a thing in the US?
I'm laughing because I still have my original clay, whatever it is, composite dartboard that I got when I was 5 years old, and I think I love darts. But it's not a big sport here, but people do play it, and it's a game for pubs, I think. And like it is in London and throughout the UK. Am I right?
Well, yeah. I mean, people do. It's in an old-fashioned pub. You would play darts,
right?
But Luke Littler has made his name by televised darts, and people actually sit there watching darts on the TV, which I don't really get at all. Well, I can't imagine it's huge in the States.
Well, I guess it's one level up from Tiddlywinks. I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other aspect to all of this is we've got the club, and it's coming back to your point in a way.
Yeah.
The Club World Cup, which is being seen in a way as a test run for next year when we have
Right.
we've got the World Cup, we've got the Olympics coming.
Yes.
And there are all sorts of questions raised about, well, how is this going to work? You're going to have people from all over the world arriving in the US when it's actually quite difficult to get into the US and people are being thrown out of the US.
No, people have real concerns, and I must say I'm not happy what's going on with ICE, which is the Immigration and Customs group, and they're very much in line with the politics of Donald Trump, and I think it's frightening because we were a country where you could come in and do your thing, play, be a wonderful tourist, enjoy America, buy our products for sure, and leave feeling comfortable. But I think a lot of this has changed, and I am understanding because, to tell you the truth, Clive, as you know, I haven't been to the UK in 5 years, and I miss it terribly. And no one knows the business travelers are coming here with burner phones. I mean, it's quite frightening.
Really, because they don't want to have their phones checked for content. I mean, I've got American friends who say that they're concerned, maybe because they've been a little bit vocal on social media or whatever, about coming to Britain. They're concerned about coming here because they may not be allowed back into the United States.
Wouldn't that be dreadful? Wouldn't that be just dreadful? I mean, I've thought about it. I've had that discussion.
Really?
And I miss it. I mean, I miss you all, and I miss being in. I mean, London is literally my favorite city in the world. It's the most fascinating, and I see a lot of things on streaming and things about the so-called invasion and Sharia law and all this other stuff. I'm hoping that's not true.
Yeah, that's. Well, I would say probably you're not going to be bumping into that.
Well, that's good to know.
Generally speaking, we've got a few facts here about darts. Approximately
good. Let's get back to darts.
The important. Yes, 17 million people in the USA play darts, I'm told. Yes. And in the UK, darts is considered the fastest growing sport in the country, with 35% of the UK population more interested in darts than 2 years ago. That's very surprising. I had no idea about that.
Well, I wonder if that has any equality in terms of physical health by if you're a footballer, or if you're a basketball player, or if you're a rugby player. I mean, you're moving around the field. Darts, you have your arm, your upper forearm, your wrist. You're getting a lot of workout. But I mean, except for the other hand, that's bringing a pint up to your mouth. I don't think you get very much exercise. But not to take it away from the Brits, who I think are the ultimate dart lovers, and I give them that. But I'll never forget my dartboard. And my father used to say, "Go for the bullseye," and I would try it again. But young Americans do not know too much about darts, but, let's you and I promote it.
And I'm just being reminded of the holidaymaker from Norway.
That guy.
Yeah, who claimed ICE guards turned him away because he had a meme of J.D. Vance. Is that right?
Oh, I didn't hear this one. I heard about one Norwegian guy who was having problems with his well, what should I say? His never mind. We'll leave it at that. But he was being indicted or something.
Oh, really?
I've been to Norway. I love Norway. I love the Norwegians, and all the Scandinavians. But I don't know about this particular story. It hasn't really broken here. But let's hear a little more about it.
Well, let me tell you then. If it's not made the news, it's been widely covered here actually, and it's something he had on his phone. He had a meme of J.D. Vance with no hair.
I saw that.
You've seen that, and it was deemed to be obviously inappropriate, and supposedly I think he landed at Newark Airport, 21-year-old, And he says the ICE agents pulled him aside, detained him in a cell, threatened him with a $5,000 fine or 5 years in prison if he didn't hand over the password to his phone, which is extraordinary.
That is extraordinary. I've seen that. It's like a big baby, fat baby.
That's right.
Face.
Yeah, that's right.
We've all seen that, but I don't know the backstory on it, Clive. But thanks for enlightening me.
Well, I just thought I'd throw that into the mix as we were talking about the problems of getting in and out of the US. One more thing to ask you about.
It would be a shame if we didn't visit each other.
Exactly.
We love each other.
Yeah. Eric Trump says he might be the president.
Yes, Eric Trump. Let me tell you something. This poor boy, I mean, I don't understand at all why anyone would be interested in Eric Trump. He's basically he's not even Donald Jr. So think about it. He's not even the other boy that Major Barron Trump.
Barron,
Eric is probably the litter, what do you call it? The runt of the litter. And you can say, look, if you're a Trump, you can say anything because look who your dad is. Yeah. He says anything, and 3/4 of the.
But could you imagine that? Could you imagine that would actually happen? That there could be a sort of dynasty of Trumps to come. That he can't run for a third time, but maybe another Trump could instead. I mean, it has happened in American politics, hasn't it? There've been family dynasties.
If that happens, bring back King George. I also like Charles. He's a great king, and I'm willing to go back to British rule.
Thank you very much indeed, JCB.
Always a pleasure, Clive. Be well. Enjoy. Bye-bye.